Alright guys, so we are gonna be reacting to she instantly regrets divorcing her husband, get humble and cries. Let's see what's going on here, like guys, let's jump in.
I'm 69 and I left my husband 7 years ago. I was fed up with being part of the furniture.
Oh my god.
I didn't have an unhappy marriage. I just wanted a bit more excitement in my life. He was a good lover most of my life, but I still wanted a new adventure.
My god.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to see why you should never completely change your life trajectory to accommodate a woman's needs by reviewing this 69-year-old woman who decided to leave her 41-plus-year-old marriage just because she wanted some excitement in her life. But before we watch some tears of regrets, let's see how excited and delusional she was when leaving her husband thinking that she could find better out there.
I'm 69 and I left my husband 7 years ago. I was fed up with being part of the furniture. I wanted to have a proper life again. Everyone got the shock of their lives when I left. My friends couldn't believe it. Most of all, my ex couldn't believe it. He never thought I'd leave. I mean, I didn't wish him any harm. I didn't have an unhappy marriage. I just wanted a bit more excitement in my life. And I was gonna get it before I was 70. And I've only got 6 months to go. People stay in a relationship far too long when it's no good. And I can tell you something, when you are absolutely feeling like this is the end of the line, be brave, take a leap and just go, and you will never look back. Don't stay if you're not happy, because everyone deserves to be happy.
Meaning I'm getting F at the guy that I like currently. That's what it means, guys. It means I'm getting F, pump and dump by the guy that I like. That's why I'm feeling happy, because the guy that I like is pumping and dumping me. So that's why she feels very happy. But what she doesn't know is this is only temporary. And then she goes down to that place. She's depressed day when she finds another guy that she likes, and that guy's dumping her and pumping her. Then she becomes happy again. It's a weird thing, right?
Real happiness comes from inside out and not the other way around. Unfortunately, even at 69, this woman still doesn't understand this simple concept of life. All she calls happiness is just a bunch of dopamine hit that she gets by living her life recklessly at 69 years of
menopause,
age.
man.
That is why women like this always feel the need to convince more women online to join them in this debauchery.
Yo, and that looks, bro, that looks so bad. Yo, it tastes good because it only have ragu on it.
She gets by living her life recklessly at 69 years of age. That is why women like this always feel the need to convince more women online to join them in this debauchery so that they can all trauma bond in their misery. Just look at how she is conducting herself in the beach at 69 years of age. And to be fair, there is really nothing wrong in wearing a bikini at the beach at that age as long as you are a little bit mindful of your surroundings. But the real problem here is the intention behind why she is doing it. She is really doing it because she wants attention from other men, and that is why she had to divorce her husband to do it. Here she is again trying to convince other women and herself that she made the right choice by leaving her marriage to go back in these streets to get pumped and dumped.
A lot of you were wondering why I left my husband when I said I wasn't in an unhappy marriage. Well, we didn't fight, there was no violence or anything like that, but I didn't feel I was living my life to the full. I didn't like living in the countryside when I'm really a city person. He was a good lover most of my life, but I still wanted a new adventure. There was a big age gap. Maybe that had something to do with it. We weren't on the same page anymore. There are many reasons people could decide that they've had enough. Many reasons. But I knew that it was time for me to leave. I've been thinking about it for many years. I wanted my children to be away at university. I didn't want to leave them when they were very young. But then I enjoyed my life when my children were there. I think it was when they left, it made me realize there was nothing left to stay for.
Wow.
So all these reasons are why I decided to leave. But we're still friends.
Uh-huh.
And we speak on the phone every week because...
Stop simping. Stop simping. You stop, man. Stop simping, bro. Like, she just left you. Why are you still talking on the phone with her, man? She's leaving you as an orbit. You are in orbit. You aren't always going to be the plan's D at this point. When everything goes down, burning down, you're going to be there. You have to, guys, when you leave your girl, this is not going anywhere. You have to cut everything. Cut everything. You have to cut everything. And that's it. You move on. And the reason she's feeling it is and bold is because she knows that you're always going to be there, guys. That's what it is. If things go south, I can talk with him on the phone. And I can guarantee you she's always talking on the phone to make sure she can make him feel that he can obtain something. Guys, man, there's something... Nothing is worse than a simp. A simp is basically a guy that has been emasculated to the full extent.
And grandchildren together, and we are very civilized, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people
put her in the friend zone.
Why didn't I work it out before I walked out? But it wasn't as easy as that, and I had thought about it for a long time, and there was nothing to work out. I knew I couldn't change anything. I tried, but not in a way that was unreasonable. I just knew I was ready to leave. And I haven't, this is not an advertisement for people to get divorced just because I walked out. I mean, everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different path. And it's amazing how you can still have fun and enjoy yourself when you have actually let go of all that tension that this uneasiness brings when you know it's not what you want anymore. So that's part 2 of my story. I'm just giving people the encouragement and the confidence to actually think twice about the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's the confident guys.
There's always an alternative and there's always a new way to live.
Wow,
what I've learned is it's never too late to start again.
All this woman is trying to do here is recruit and convince more women to join her in this miserable path she chose so that she can feel better about herself. Now, before she starts to really regret her life decision, let's just watch one more clip that shows how...
And this is where her mind is. This is her delusion. This is where things are coming to fruition right here. She wants to be this because back then she was getting the attention. Now she's getting the attention, but it's not the attention that she thinks is worth it, guys.
Delusional this woman is by how she is trying so hard to convince herself that she is more valuable now at 69 than she was at 31. And trust me when I say she is failing so miserably. Check it out.
I'm 69, and this is me in my 30s in a bikini on the Barrier Reef. I now don't mind wearing a bikini, even though I'm much older and actually more body confident than I was then. I didn't even think I looked good then. I actually don't care anymore. I can sit on a beach, I can sit in the gardens, I can sit in the park in my bikini, and I don't give a damn because I feel good in myself. And why shouldn't I sit in a bikini? Some people say I should wear a swimming costume, but I don't feel comfortable in a swimming costume. So, what the hell? Here I am, at this age, enjoying life, ready for Love Island in my 70s.
Oh, my goodness, Lord.
And who knows who I'll meet on my next beach holiday. I would like to say to all those ladies out there who don't dare wear a bikini or feel they're too old to wear a bikini, why don't you just do it? Why should you feel ashamed of yourself? It's just how you are now, and no one's gonna like you any less for it. And if you embrace it, you will enjoy being who you are today. And that's what counts.
That was count.
It didn't take long for this delusional woman to realize that she is only recreation use to the men she wants. Now all she does is complain online about how much all men are assholes.
I'm 69 and I'm dating. The one thing that 19-year-olds and 69-year-olds have in common, that the men we're dating are still Assholes!
There we go. There we go. That means that, like a lot of people here in the manosphere say, it doesn't matter if she's 15, 19, 81. They're all looking for the same guy. That's why you see moms competing with their daughters. And what moms do sometimes is they take their daughters and they put them in bad situations, and that way they make bad decisions and take them out of the competition. We tattoo, sleep here, let's go to Miami, all these things. This is a good example of this. She wants to be so cool, so hip. This is gonna crash so bad on her.
Oh,
Such a demon.
are indeed assholes.
No, ma'am. You need to get the facts straight. Men are asshole to only you because you are washed up and you've already hit the wall at full speed.
I've just met my 2 favorite guys on this party. They're so yummy, so lovely. But guess what? They're both getting married in the next couple of months. But hey ho, I'm not going to give up because there's plenty more fish in the sea.
You've already got your chance of a happy ending and you blew it because you thought that you could do better.
I don't understand men. I'm on these dating apps and I think they all play games. I mean, I'm dating men over 70 and I say, well, shall we meet for a drink? Maybe a coffee? Nothing. And I get so upset. What have they got to lose, for God's sake?
You damn witch.
This is just sad.
Yeah, she's just
She
a
is
witch.
trying so hard to put on a front on social media by making jokes about how miserable her dating life is, but we all know that there is a lot of truth behind her fake laughs.
Oh my God.
She keeps on making stupid videos about F-boys and how they keep on pumping and dumping her to try to cover the pain she is really feeling deep inside. And the tragedy is that women like her usually dump all their traumas onto innocent family members or friends. And in this case, it is her son that she considers as a son husband that is her emotional tampon, as you may see on your screens right now. The real question is...
This dude has mom issues, bro. This dude right here has mom issues, bro. And she's using you. I know she's your mom, but she's using you. If you're watching my channel, listen to me, guy. You have to be aware of this person. Your mom is using you. Sadly, but she's using you as a wet pillow, my guy. And if you find a girlfriend or a wife, she's gonna make you miserable.
What will happen when this son finally decides to be a man and have a life of his own?
There we go.
Focus
See?
on his own family.
Look at that. Look at that. He's making her feel good. She's using him. She's using him. Like she's saying, this is how these guys should treat me. This is, guys, see me here on TikTok. You want to be with me? This is how you should treat me. F this, man.
Because right now, his relationship with his mother may actually be a barrier on his own development without realizing it.
Just
At the end of the day, this woman misses her family's love very much, and her soul knows it. And that is why she is going to cry like a baby after experiencing that family love one more time in this next clip.
I just realised how lucky I am to be so loved by my family. It's just unbelievably overwhelming. And my friends too. I just never expected all of that yesterday. And I'm not crying out of sadness.
I mean, that English, yo,
man,
she's such a brat, bro. I can't even hear what she's saying.
I am to be so loved by my family. It's just unbelievably overwhelming. And my friends too. I just never expected all of that yesterday. And I'm not crying out of sadness. I'm crying out of being overwhelmed and happy.
Okay. Okay. What was going on?
Oh my God. I suppose you can cry and be happy.
These are the consequences of trying to chase after the butterfly feelings at the age of 69. I believe that the real reason she is crying the next day is because she woke up in an empty house and realized that everyone was gone. She can now feel
Yeah,
and
but somebody's recording this, right?
see how lonely her life really is. The Chads and Tyrone she keeps on chasing are nowhere to be found
Unless she's doing it with a tripod,
when
right?
she
I don't
needs
know.
some affection.
Man, she's crazy. She's crazy, man. How if guys do this, right? Some kind of actions very similar to this and the opposite side of the coin, we will probably chain them like we should. There should not be this kind of attitude to, to say, hey, I'm okay with myself. No, man. If there's something wrong with you, we should call it out. In this case, there's something wrong with her. Listen, I think we all have one life. I understand we have to enjoy it. When we pass away, there's nothing else to enjoy. You just pass away. But you have a duty. And this is why, as a man, this is important. As a man, you always have to keep this stuff very active. You have to keep this stuff very interesting. And the way that you do it, man, you heard her. He was very nice, never had a fight. Man, she just wanted it. Somebody tell her no. That's all she wanted, her, bro. Sometimes just tell her no. A couple, pull hairs. You know what I'm saying? Like she wanted some of that, but the husband it probably was a boomer, with a big belly and low testosterone. Probably, I don't know, man. But she gave me this vibe that she was asking for this. Sometimes you have to bring it up, and this is why, guys. This is why you have to work out until the day you die. You have to lift weight. You have to do pull-ups, and that way testosterone she can smell testosterone everywhere. Well, some of you guys, not you guys, not my generation, but the older generation, man, that they stop becoming a better man. I don't know why. It simply just got lost for some reason. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next one.